Hi guys, welcome to Soul's Note Evolution. Thank you so much for taking the time to join me. This is going to be your daily divination for whenever it is that you are tuning in to the channel. We are using the why am I shuffling still? The Fairy Tales Fortune deck by, I forgot to say their name yesterday, Liz Dean, illustrated by Bev Spite or Spate. I don't know why you say that. We're just getting one card from here, and this will give us the theme for the reading. And we have the clouds, doubt and confusion, look for the light. So off the back of the reading, if you're watching these daily, that we had yesterday, there was some sort of communication that was coming in, that was going to provide you with clarity, with truth, and some sort of justice to a particular situation. So this could be off the back of that directly. So let's pull some charms and see what's causing this confusion and doubt. Okay. We have a motorbike, we have a graduation coin, we have another coin relating to family. We've got the same bloody owl that we had yesterday. Another dog, but it's a different dog altogether, but another dog. A truck, an elephant, and the spider's back. Okay, so there may be a connection. It could be family. Like I say, we've got this family coin here. There may be a family connection or a family situation that is, or even an education situation if you're in school or you're on a course in college, something like that. But there's a connection that you have in your life. It could be a friend with this dog here as well. And they may be causing, like I say, a feeling of self-doubt or confusion, and you're being encouraged to look for the light. And the light in this instance is the owl. I was going to say the wisdom, but the light in this situation is you seeing the wisdom of what you're dealing with, why you're dealing with it, trying to see things from, a higher. I say this all the time, and it's a lot easier said than done. But trying to see things from a higher vantage point, from an elevated position, removing your emotions, not internalizing the experiences that you're going through, so that you can be as objective as you can as you deal with them. And that's what allows you to alleviate confusion and doubt. It's only when we internalize the fuck shit that we're going through that our system gets clouded, it gets blocked. We start doubting what we're doing or the direction that we're moving in. So that's who potentially could be causing this confusion. Or again, if it's not a person that you're dealing with, it may be the speed that you're wanting to move, through a situation or get from A to B. And sometimes, again, when we rush things or we try and rush things, and that's generally down to our insecurity or a lack of trust and faith in allowing things to unfold naturally. So when we rush things, sometimes we can feel confused and doubtful, am I doing the right thing? Because we begin to see red flags. And this is not just relationship stuff, this is in anything. But if we allow things to unfold naturally, if we allow things to take the time, the divine timing that they're meant to take, we have less doubt, we have less confusion, because we see each step of the way unfold. And we've got this flip-flop here. So again, like I say, you can't walk that far in flip-flops. Oh, you can. But generally speaking, we choose not to walk that far in flip-flops. So it's taking smaller steps so that you are not so overwhelmed by what is in front of you to cause confusion and doubt. Now, we've got this elephant in here, and that to me always symbolises the removal of obstacles. Elephants are massive in terms of their stature, their size, their capability for moving things. In certain countries, they actually use them almost like how we use construction, equipment over here to lift up logs and to clear forestry and stuff like that. So your ability to remove what has been blocking you is here. But it may, like I say, it may require you to see things from a higher vantage point. And because the wisdom and the graduation are kind of in alignment with each other here, graduation to me is just the successful completion of a course of study. So this doesn't have to be an educational course of study. It could be some other lesson you know, you've been in the middle of learning, and you're able to now remove those obstacles that have been on your path, that have been blocking your vision, that have been blocking the light. It's funny how I spoke about clearing a forest, and you're being encouraged to look for the light. So maybe you've got to deconstruct something, remove something out the way that has been blocking, you know, the light from coming in. Yeah, and then we've got this truck, and I'm just seeing like all these logs being put on the back of this loader, and then it's sort of being driven off. It's the only charm. Well, it's not actually, because the dog's facing that way as well. Yeah, maybe. Sorry, I'm sort of computing this and connecting this in real time. So yeah, so maybe it's about removing the blockages and the obstacles and literally moving them out of your life. And that could be a friend, because like I say, the dog is facing the same way that the van is facing. So maybe removing a friend out of your life, or a place where you have placed your loyalty. That may be what's been blocking your light, or causing doubt and confusion, because you've placed your loyalty in, I'm not going to say the wrong place, because, you know, nothing's wrong and nothing's right, but when your vision, when you sort of elevate and you see things more clearly, we just make different choices. That's all it is. We have the opportunity to make a different choice when we see what the consequences of our previous choices have brought us. So it may be removing people, removing family, removing, you know, something, some sort of obstacle that you're connected to out of your life, so that it stops blocking your light. Oh, I think we got there in the end. Right, let's get some letters. Oh, and the bloody, look at that. That fucking dog didn't want to go. He's still in there. Get out. Yeah, I think that's got something to do with the reading. Maybe someone that just doesn't want to go, that is blocking the light, that you're going to have to physically remove, as I just have had to do. Right, that is so crazy. Right, we have two L's, and W-N-I-E-Y-P, D, a blank, and an M. Okay, I don't even know if we can make a word. We've got wind. Let's see what else I can see in here. So again, this could be initials of a person. You could be getting intuitive hits. You may see an acronym in here that reminds you of something else. But yeah, wind up. A W-I-N-D, and then if we turn that into a U, we've got P. So like I say, this person may be deliberately winding you up, causing confusion, causing doubt, you know. And like I say, it's about you having the strength of that elephant energy to remove those obstacles, to see things clearly, and then clear your path. And allow people to play with your emotions, for the good or for the bad. Right, I'm going to leave that there, and you can continue to have a mooch. I'm going to find this card in the book. But like I say, the descriptions in here aren't particularly long. And this one's a little bit longer than the one yesterday. Right, it says, doubt, confusion, depression, worry. It says, look to see which side of the clouds are closest to you. Right, well, okay, we're not using a significator. So that makes no sense for how we're reading this. Right, interestingly, if we look at the combinations now, I'm just going to show you what I mean. We have combinations, and it would be combinations with any of the other cards in this deck that come out, but we aren't using cards, we're using charms. But the second one down, look at that. If this card comes out with the dog, that fucking dog didn't want to leave my drawer. It says doubt about a friendship. So this could be, like I said, in relation to a friendship or some sort of loyalty where you're placing your loyalty as well. And it says with the letter, communication problems, bad news. And we had the letter come out in yesterday's reading, which was uncovering some sort of snake in the grass. This is so connected. It's so strange. Let's have a look at the summary. And the fairy tale for this particular card is the cloud that was a fairy. And it says clouds are often incidental motifs in fairy tales, but in this tale, The cloud is a fairy who acts as a force of evil forethought. Wow. In a reading, the clouds can indicate being under a cloud or feeling depleted or oppressed. So like I say, there may be somebody around you that is blocking out your light, that is blocking out your ability to connect with the light or with the sunshine, winding you up in some way, you know, foot on your neck. It's about, like I said, with that elephant energy, clearing your own path, removing this person, this energy, situation, circumstance, whatever it is, loading it up on the back of that truck and carting it the hell out of here. Even if you have to forcibly go back, because like I said, that person, that friend, that dog motif didn't want to leave. So it may not be the easiest of jobs to get rid of this person, but if you want to be able to, you know, see the sun again, they've got to go. Right, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This was so specific. It's not going to resonate with everyone. Please only take what does and leave the rest. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a fab day. Bye-bye.